real bad shadow for some reason.
You know they can hear you. You might as well not whisper, you know?
I ain't got my lapel mic on. They probably don't hear me very good.
Okay, this is the Bro versus Bro show. Chubby Dudes and Chairs edition.
Yeah, everybody let me know if you can see me on screen because we're doing this the old school way, I guess.
Yeah, because my shirt might drown him out. I don't.
Let's see here.
I'm going over.
Yeah, I feel like I'm wearing this John Henry shirt from when they did that ride-a-thon for him. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we're on.
All right.
Let's just see.
No, we're not.
Huh?
It's not on.
It's got to refresh probably. Maybe, I don't know. We're on the phone now. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we're going. All right, I'm gonna see if this way works. I was gonna use. I don't know. Oh, better pause it.
There we go.
Yeah, we're on there. We're on the phone now. Oh, sorry, people. Let's see here. All right. I guess I can't watch it while.
I guess I can't be watching this. I guess I've got a whole minutes watching myself on the computer.
Let me mute this. There we go. Yeah, we're on there. You know, I didn't think about this part. All right, the feedback. Am I on there? Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Man, you're a bigger dude than I thought.
Oh, there's something here.
We'll give a couple people, say another minute.
Okay.
Right.
That was for you, Dale.
Yeah, next time we won't sit so close. I'll adjust this a little better.
Dale
the lighting even said at 45.
Dale said I have tiny arms. The way it all,
bigger than me.
The way it all went down was I was at the doctor's office, and the doctor always uses the big cuff on me, because I'm not like a tiny dude.
Right.
And so the nurse.
You can scoot over a little bit. Give me a little bit more room.
Man, you go to hell.
Just so. All right.
So anyways, we're at the doctor's office, and she's taking my blood pressure. I said, man, is that the big cuff? She goes, your arms aren't that big. And Dale had to be sitting there, so I'm hearing, oh, you got tiny arms. He's making all kinds of Snapchat things with like a weevil or something, or a weasel or something.
Weasel.
You got tiny arms. So.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm not promoting it here. You got some tape so we can put it on this Red Bull label?
No. Yeah, we're not. We'll set the guidelines right here, I guess, for all legal reasons.
Here we go.
I would have a thing running when you watch it live. It'll say that we may show affiliate items at some point, but not today.
We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by nobody. Actually, that's what held us up. I was waiting for a sponsorship deal, and they're taking their time, and I won't mention their name because they don't even deserve that right now. And
they're completely unaware of it.
And I want Rick to be... And Rick's going to be on everything, so I want Rick in the fold on everything as it is. So right now we're not sponsored by anybody.
I got folds all over the place.
But I want to welcome Rick. But we'll give it another minute. Just make sure if there's people that want to get on live and see us, because there will be a backdrop change when you go to our website. Probably in a couple days, it should say something like Bro vs. Bro, Tiny Dudes.
Tiny Dudes?
And chairs, right?
Chubby Dudes and chairs.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Put the logo back up. There we go.
I'm hoping, maybe next month I might be tiny. Dude,
next month?
Since I started selling cars, I've gained like 30 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. I really have. I feel like Oprah.
I was going to remark about that.
Not calling her fat, but I see why
I was going to call her fat and say you're almost there.
Yeah, it's tough to keep it off, though, ain't it?
Yeah,
everybody can give Richard Simmons all the hate they want, but at least he's willing to get out in front of everybody and say, hey, he does do what he says he does.
Yeah.
And Bob Harper having his heart attack. Did you hear about that? The guy off Biggest Loser?
No.
Yeah, he had a heart attack. 2 doctors saved him. I think they hit him twice with the AED machine. And now he's a huge advocate for the AED machine now.
I'm qualified on that. But, that's just proof that being fat is healthy. Okay.
Right. Hey, you just never know. It's genetics probably. Yeah. And I'm qualified to talk about this part of it, but I won't because we're not going to talk about health in that probably as much as we should because who's going to listen?
Because we ain't talking about it at home, obviously.
We're not using it. So
I got a healthy diet, a really healthy diet, but
what all do you write down there?
Oh, this about.
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
You want to start off with the McGregor thing? We'll go ahead and start.
Yeah.
Whoever's on here is on here.
You know, and I don't even know what date they're going to be fighting. Honest to God, isn't it June something?
You know what? By the time we have our next show, we'll know for sure.
Yeah,
probably.
we can look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Pardon me on the use of the phone.
Go ahead, or somebody just chat in and let us know what's going on.
McGregor. Swipe is awesome, by the way. McGregor versus Mayweather. It's like a Mountaineer. That's the bad thing about Swipe. It's the other crap.
Maybe we'll get Bill Gates to sponsor us with a window phone.
I think they agreed to like a 65-35 split. I don't know who's going what since McGregor actually grosses more in paper.
You know, I don't know if you agree with me, but McGregor's going to want to tie up with him, and his reflexes, I would hope, would be to do some jiu-jitsu or something else. That's going to be tough.
Well,
that'd be really tough.
I was wanting to talk about all that here, and talking about because there's a lot of intangibles there.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll look up the date later. Anyways,
go ahead and start on it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got.
You guys figure out the date on it. We'll tell you ours.
Floyd is 40. McGregor's 28, and I know they're both supreme athletes, but I'm here to tell you the difference between 28 and 40 is huge. Because I remember when I was 28.
Yeah, I
remember when I was 40.
Right.
When I was 28, I was still able to climb a tree really easily.
40, you're really feeling your age.
And at 40, I'd bump into it and hope I'd shake something out of it.
Good analogy. I like it, yeah.
But, all right, now the tangibles on the two. All right, they're both 5'8". McGregor has a 74-inch reach, but he fights a lot longer, at least in the MMA. He fights a lot longer
Right, he does. He stick and moves a lot, yeah.
I mean, he fights, sideways a lot, so I mean that gives him a lot of extra reach that Floyd typically, because he uses typical a boxer stance, so he's more squared up.
Right.
So,
and that's going to be a big target for McGregor for
McGregor, sure. That left is just so pinpoint accurate of his. Now Mayweather, the guy's 40-0 or 49-0. I mean, but they say he has trouble with southpaws. But how much trouble are you having when you're 49-0?
Right, exactly. That's somebody on paper saying something, yeah.
Right. And, by the way, does this camera angle make me look fat?
Well, the white background makes us both look bigger. I say, 40, 50 pounds?
Oh, yeah, the camera must put on like 80 pounds.
Yeah, white clothes do, I figured the backdrop does too.
That's why I wore Garbage Man Green.
Plus, I put 16 lights around us, so...
Yeah, I know, man. I feel like I'm being interrogated. It's like when I was 17 or something.
I figured there's got to be a video that looks like this on YouTube.
I wish I could see it from this one.
I know, it'd be cool. I should put in a second camera, but I ain't that intelligent.
Okay, now McGregor has 21 wins, 3 losses, but he's only lost once in the UFC, and that was to Nate Diaz.
Right.
And that was at welterweight, which at the time was 2 weight divisions above what he normally fought.
Right.
Because he was, normally featherweight. So, but then he came and he won on a decision. So now we're talking about his stamina. I've heard a lot of people talk about his stamina. All right, well, Floyd's used to 3-minute rounds. All right.
We didn't introduce you, Rick.
Oh, hi, I'm Rick.
Oh, I'm just like, okay, hang on. What did I miss? I'm sorry. This is Rick. I don't know if you want to say your last name or not.
I'm Sandberg. Yeah, I'm not hiding from anybody. I don't think there's any warrants out or anything, so I think we're good.
This is Rick. Me and Rick's been playing on... We're going to go back to the Mayweather thing and that. I'm sorry. I just figured we jumped into it and I forgot about mentioning it. I'm John Davis. I started this show back with my brother back in, what do you think, 2012, 13, Rick? It's been a while.
It's been a good while.
We did a few shows, but me and Rick are going to be doing it now on, and Rick's been basically talking with me since 2014, I think, give or take, and still took us a couple months once we even figured out we were going to do it to work out a date. And,
right.
We're last minute guys. We talked. We set it up like 2 days ago.
Yeah, we talk a lot.
And I want to thank
my wife. I just talk about stuff a lot.
And I want to thank my mom because she's actually pushed for me to keep the show going, and she couldn't wait to see Rick on here and other people too. But I just want to give my mom a little shout out for the what do you call it, Rick? the word. You're the big word guy. What do you call it? The motivation.
The motivation.
The motivation.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. There you go. But this is Rick Sandberg. This is my brother. He was here the day my boy died. Not to bring it up, and I'm not going to do the whole show about it. But Rick was one of the first people over my house that day after my boy passed away in June 7th of last year. And I just want everybody to know this is a good guy. All right, let's go ahead and get on with the Mayweather
Thanks for
thing
that
now.
Endorsement, because I know there's doubts out there.
Probably our wives, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Okay, where were we? Okay. As far as boxing goes, Conor's an unknown quantity. We know what we get with Mayweather. So, either Conor's going to have to be a track star, or he's going to
right. That's
chase him around and hitting him in the back of the head, or he's going to have to wait for Floyd to come to him, because he's not going to win chasing him.
Right.
He's just going to win.
That's how he wins them all. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not a track star, you're not beating Floyd. And once again, Conor's a southpaw, and that I'd say the left the reach on his left has got to be somewhere akin to somebody with like a 78-inch reach, because of the way he plays it. He reaches it out there. Now, that said, we've never seen his boxing style.
Right. That's the thing. He could change up everything. And why wouldn't he? Because that's what you'd want to do.
Right. But that stated, he still has that base skill set. And that's going to come into play sometime, because he's going to see an opening for that, and he's going to try and use it. Mm-hmm. Now, Mayweather, very fast hands, and he's a drive-by boxer. Comes in, bop, bop, bye.
Right.
So... I assume, and we've seen McGregor wait for people to come in close enough to get drilled anyways. So, this could be an interesting bout. As far as wins and losses, we know Floyd's 49-0, 26 of those by KO. McGregor is 21-3. All three of his losses were by submission, so that means absolutely nothing.
Right.
As far as Floyd's concerned. One was by... Let me see.
Man, you took good notes. Wow.
Let me see. Guy with a Russian name.
Oh, man.
Artemij.
Believe that to Trump to get in trouble with the Russians.
Sintikov. Yeah, we're already, Vlad's like, hey, look what this guy's doing. Yeah. That was by a knee bar. That was his oldest one. That was in 2008. In 2010, he lost to Joe Duffy. That's a name we're familiar with.
Right.
But that was before he was even in the UFC, because he didn't join the UFC until 2013? Yeah, 2013. Yeah. So, and the last one was by Nate Diaz, and there's a rear naked choke.
Well, I don't know. I think he might have been in and went out.
No, he wasn't. No. I'm pretty sure
you looked it up.
Dana signed him in 2013.
Okay.
That's when he made his debut. That was his UFC debut. Was in 2013.
All right. Maybe I'm thinking.
Maybe
of
he was
guy.
signed in 2012 or something.
Right. I might be thinking of the big guy, because I think his name was Duffy too. The big bodybuilder.
Oh yeah.
They had some health problems in that. Yeah.
And but he lost to it was a triangle choke by Joe Duffy in 2010, and then he went 6 years without a loss, and he lost by submission. Rear naked choke to Nate Diaz. He didn't choke him out. He submitted, which is probably smart, because it takes a lot longer to recover from being out than it does to submission. That stated, he came back and avenged that. At what did they fight at? It wasn't welterweight. They fought at 155.
I need Dawn for these statistics, man.
Yeah, I think they fought at 155, and. Conor won that by decision. And that speaks to his stamina, because Diaz's cardio was ridiculous.
Right. And I know you've liked McGregor since he come on the scene.
Oh yeah,
much. I remember.
He's kind of brash and bold, and but he backs up what he says.
Right, and that's the thing. If you're not, he's not a cartoon character just running his mouth.
Well, yeah, he is a cartoon character running his mouth, but he can whoop your ass too.
Right. And he's got the money to prove it now.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And. So he's lost once in the UFC, and he avenged that. And the one loss, like I said, was 2 weight classes heavier than he normally fought at. Because back then,
and I thought he'd do better. I really did. And everybody gets caught. Everybody does.
Yeah, it happens. And he also held 2 titles in Cage Warriors. He was featherweight and a lightweight champion.
Right. And he was probably with the same woman, too, then, too.
Probably.
Man, she's been loyal to him. I know that.
Yeah, I'd be loyal to that paycheck.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if you hit me up, man, it ain't gay when it comes to that much money,
Right, but you heard that he was on the welfare system and all that, and
right?
came up from that.
Yeah, he came from rags.
He's got a lot of driving
yeah.
force, and you got to have it in your heart, your soul to do that.
Right.
Because most people, I ain't saying nothing bad about people. I guess we'll move on because I could get on this. That's a soapbox of its own, right there. Right?
Yes, it is. And as far as his wins go. 13 of them were TKO, 5 of them were KOs, and 2 were by decision. And both those decisions were one was against Max Holloway, and the other one was against Nate Diaz. So, and Nate, in my thinking, Nate Diaz was the fight of his career.
Right,
that was the biggest fight.
I can't even think of anybody right now that's on the scene that not to get off subject or anything, but the UFC. Right now, it's just so watered down with not a whole lot of talent right now. I mean, or people that are doing like Nate Diaz, they self-promote. You got quiet guys that go in and fight. I'd rather see 2 guys that create a fight because they want to fight each other, not just for the paycheck alone.
Well, you got guys like say Conor McGregor. That's a guy that displaces a lot of water. When he splashes down, he pushes a wide ring around him. And it's hard to get people with that much personality and that much draw to show up. I think. I mean, you might have guys that are fantastic fighters, but they just don't have that flamboyance. I mean, when McGregor shows on, it's like he's tattooed with this color all over his body. I mean, you can't help but notice.
You take I can name just a few, and I've been watching UFCs a long time, and I went out and I do jiu-jitsu, so I kind of do that and then go back to watching
I don't look
UFC
at
stuff.
for nothing, do I?
And nah, you're all right. I probably ain't either. We probably look better side profile, but
except for this pack of hot dogs.
I forgot what I was getting to. What was I getting to? I forget.
We were talking about, the different skill sets and personalities showing up to the UFC.
Yeah, and it just, over the time of the UFC evolution where it's at right now, it's just not a whole lot of talent. I mean, I still go back to, I didn't know I was going to hit on Chael Sonnen, you have Chael Sonnen, you got a few people, even Daniel Cormier, he'll step up and start talking a little bit. That's why John Jones was, even though it's bad publicity, he's like the Eminem of UFC.
Yeah, I mean, we know Jones was dirty. Everybody knows Jones was dirty. And you got Cormier Johnson coming up, but I've got a bad taste in my mouth about Johnson ever since he fought the Swedish kid or Swiss kid.
Oh, man, I like that dude too.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name.
Gustafsson.
Yeah.
Ever since I saw that blatantly intentional headbutt of Gustafsson, I've had a bad taste in my mouth.
That was a guy I thought was going to really go places.
He was. Man. I mean, he was. Honest to God, he beat Jones' butt. I mean, he whooped him. And then he gave it to him on a decision.
When he fought, what's his name, which his hell's going down now too, is Weidman. When he fought him, that was an awesome fight.
How do you stay, healthy and have longevity in that business?
Right. I mean, that's a bang, yeah. So we'll roll on to the next subject. What is it, Rick? Do you got one or no?
No, man, hit me.
All right. These are topics that I thought of that me and Rick should hit on. This is totally on the other side of the coin here. I thought it'd be bigger, Rick. I think people would like to know, who inspired you to do things different in life than just going to McDonald's or, your basic jobs.
Well, I'll start with my dad. When I was a kid, my dad wasn't like all hugs and butterflies and rainbows, but
there's something to be said about that, though. I mean, I think it helps out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he taught me you take care of your job takes care of you. You take care of your responsibilities first. Be a man even when it hurts. I mean, you do the right thing when you even though you don't like doing it, you got to do it. I got some of that from my mom as well, and my mom really taught me to think my way through things, and my stepmom taught me a lot about compassion, and there's a lot of people locally,
right?
That
even when you get older, I mean, it doesn't even it isn't until you're 5. It's your whole life.
Yeah.
And if you're not looking at it that way,
And,
you're missing the whole entire
in my mind,
reason for life.
the greatest thing a man can do is to raise a child well.
Right.
Raise him to be a decent human being.
See, that's one of the other things we're going to talk about. See, I knew we'd get on that subject.
But there's a good few people around here that are really inspirational. I won't say anything about that because I don't want to embarrass them.
Right.
I don't want to mention any names, but they know who they are, and they know me. So, and
were they teachers?
No, I mean this is local guys that I know.
All right.
Local parents.
I'm gonna shake you by your ankles and get them out of here.
You ain't shaking nothing out of my pockets but lint in a pocket knife.
Yeah, my back hurts too much right now.
That's some heavy lifting there, bro.
All right, same thing. My mom, she pushed us to do for ourselves, and I really believe in that. You give your kids what they need, but not too much.
Right.
Because you're still growing as a parent, and I don't think you really realize. When your kids are little, you're thinking like an adult. They're children. You're not thinking like a child no more.
Right.
And once you get older and your kids get older, you start realizing that. And I think it comes up when they get to be teenagers and they start really growing, and you're like, you know what? I know why he's thinking like that.
Oh, yeah. And, the hardest part
it takes a minute to realize it.
Is to, not step in and take over for them.
Right.
And it's also hard to see them just headed right the wrong way. And knowing that you can't stop that stupid young head from going the wrong way. He's going to have to bump into the wall and get a knot on his noggin to learn.
Right, exactly. I know I've had this subject. I've talked about it a lot in the last couple of weeks. I don't know why, but, you take 5 kids in the same family. I don't know, how big was yours?
It was just me and my brothers. Well, it was me and my brothers. And then later on, we got I got stepsisters on both sides from my mom.
So more than one or two, yeah. And every one of you are different, right?
Oh,
but had the same parents, and it's like, I don't think it really has a whole lot to do with the parents. It has to do with the values that you have in your soul, that you're going to do this or that, right or wrong.
Yeah, and putting it kindly, my parents always told me how unique I was.
We'll get on to the next one now. Favorite sport. What was your favorite sport growing up, Rick?
My favorite sport growing up, I enjoyed football, although we moved around a lot. So my high school football career was horribly disjointed.
Right.
I really liked that, particularly, like playing linebacker. That was a blast. I liked fullback in practice because I just liked hitting.
Right.
But other than that, I liked individual sports. Like I took Taekwondo as a kid.
Right. Yeah, we talked about that.
I worked out with guys that were in different martial arts and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I liked a lot of the individual challenging yourself thing too. And that was the thing I liked about say playing middle linebacker. You're kind of like the chess playing angry grizzly bear on the field.
Right.
Yeah. And I love chess. I know it's not a sport, unless you use the modern connotation.
I teach people and I get beat the first real game they play against me because I'm not that serious. I know I'd be trying to play on a computer when the computer first came out with as far as the internet goes and everything.
Yeah.
I'd be on Yahoo at work, at a dealership I used to work at years ago. Not the one I'm at now. And anyways, I had a guy, he was from Warsaw, Poland, right? And he's like, no, do this, and do that. I'm like, dude, ain't no fun no more to me when I got to start thinking. I just want to do it.
Man, it looks like you just like bump into stuff.
Right, but I learned a lot from him, But I played chess. My dad actually taught me how to play chess when I think I was like 9 years old. Yeah, I don't know if I can play the right roles or not, but
I used to play both my parents, at a young age.
Right. I think it's cool. I mean, checkers is fun too, but chess, you actually learn a little bit of.
I still have my first chess set.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's a little magnetic chess set. It was a stocking stuffer when I was like 9 or 10 years old.
Wow, I remember them. They had little pieces. They were just like the stickers of the pieces on
this
it.
One,
are they actually the
little
plastic pieces?
I think the King's only like that.
Are they? Okay.
And but yeah, little magnets on the bottom of the plastic pieces.
I remember those things like that.
I use it for a study set when when I'm in my chess mode. I'll because I put algebraic notation on it and I study on it and stuff. But yeah, I still love that thing. Yeah, it was a stocking stuff when I was I think 10 years old.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't
still have all the pieces.
I don't really have anything from when I was really little. No, I don't. Believe that or not. I wish I did. That'd be cool.
Oh, and it's not a competitive sport. Well, it depends on if you're in like the bass fishing circuit or something. I love fishing and I love hunting, but those are I view them as more outdoor pursuits than actual sports.
I know. We went fishing one time together.
I've got a picture.
We had fun though.
I'll have to find that for next time. Picture you holding up a picture of that fish that you caught.
Yeah. The Google fish.
Yeah, the Google fish. Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
With that orange.
What was that? Like that fish? It was like a sun.
It was a bluegill.
It was a bluegill. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know. What do you like about being a dad? I know your answer most of these, but
there's a lot I like about it. It's challenging at times, to be sure, but it's somehow my son got this like really screwed up sense of humor, and I don't know where he got it from.
Yeah, I have no idea. I got the picture of you when you were doing the flags at one football game, remember?
Uh-huh.
And I said, man, you need some stripper glitter on it or something for out there, the orange flag deal. That was
I call
funny.
it stripper dust. But, I have a good time with my son. I'm not going to call myself his friend. I'm his dad, but we do have a lot of fun together.
Right.
But, I like seeing things that I taught him stick. That's really great, and I like seeing him interacting with people in a positive way. I really enjoy that a lot.
Right. And he's going on to college this year.
He's. I think he's going to Ancilla to start his nursing degree, and then after that, he plans on transferring. So. Yeah,
I know our kids are getting older. I have one leaving school this year, and he's going to be going to Ivy Tech, and just glad that they're ready for that next step.
Doing more than me.
Right. I went.
Does this
talk
look
about
ridiculous with this thing on the side of me?
No, it actually looks attractive.
Is it really hot?
Yeah, I mean, I never seen anybody put one there.
It's
but,
kind of a cyborg.
If I start seeing people all over Facebook start doing that,
it started here first.
They at least should give us a shout out.
We should trademark this or something.
Yeah, well, I need glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, because I remember when you told me how attractive you were, I was like, right, dude.
Oh, shoot. I mean, maybe I'll put them on there too. Hopefully everybody can hear everything good. So what else you want to talk about? We'll just talk about some stuff for a little bit here.
Oh, geez, man, I haven't the foggiest dang idea. I know I'm dying to go fishing soon. I'm really dying. We don't have football to deal with. So
you need a golf cart, don't you?
No.
I sell golf carts.
No, I don't want a golf cart.
All right. Easy go.
Yeah, because I don't want to end up on a golf course because that would just cut into my fishing time, and I'm not wearing them ugly damn pants.
We should go golfing one time. It would be fun.
It'd be fun to watch.
How many times have you ever went?
Yeah, like twice.
You're about the same as me.
My best score was, I think, it was a long time ago. It was like a company golf outing. I think I got 148 in 9 holes, and I cheated badly.
To get there?
Oh, yeah. I was like picking up other people's balls and throwing.
I know I lose so many. I don't even know how to keep score. I worked at a golf course when I was a kid, even at Everhart Golf Course in Mishawaka, and I planted lily pads.
I think the guy that was keeping score for us would just kind of like just write a number.
You give up. All right, you got 8 on this one, huh?
Dude, I look like an Amish potato farmer out there, man. There's dirt and sod flying everywhere, man. I got groundskeeper, got me in the scope. I'm in the crosshairs the whole time.
Right. Now, I can watch golf on TV, though. A lot of people, I don't know, can.
I don't know how you can, man.
Well, man, after you've tried to do it a few times, it's like you got so much respect for somebody that can hit one little ball that far and get it in the hole within 8 shots.
I'll just shoot something.
I mean, just think these guys that shoot pool. It makes it like,
I used to be
that's got to be way
easier
young. Now to shoot pool. You should be a professional pool player if you can hit that ball from one end to the other within 8 shots.
Yeah, I used to be a decent pool player. I had an old friend of mine, Paul Papp, if you're watching, you'll remember this. We used to have all the, God, I can't remember what the guy's name was. Paul had a bunch of his VHS tapes. And we used to watch those, and then we'd go into these gin mills in Michigan City and play pool for drinks.
Oh, really?
Oh, man, we saw some of the funniest stuff, man.
I like playing pool, though.
Yeah, I remember my favorite was we went into the place was called the Silver End. It no longer exists. Now I don't know what it is anymore.
Oh, where's it at?
It was in Michigan City on Franklin
Michigan
Street.
City, okay.
Yeah. And we were in there. We loved it. They had 2 full-size pool tables.
Right.
And it was great. It was like a quarter for a game.
Right. Well, that was way before I started playing.
And
that.
drinks were cheap and stuff. And Paul and I would go in there, and we just, we'd mostly just screw around every once in a while. We'd win some drinks.
Right.
Anyway, so we go in there, and there's these. How do I say this without hurting anybody's feelings?
Yeah.
Well, let's say, suspicion was high that these people did not breed too far out of the family tree. Let's say it like
that. Okay.
Okay. Well, there was these two, there was like a real skinny, emaciated, skinny-looking dude. If it was nowadays, you'd say he was like a crackhead or something.
Right.
That was before crack was a real deal. And this thicker waisted girl, and the other, and the dumpy hillbilly. And these two...
We're hillbillies, Rick.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But we're attractive hillbillies, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Go ahead. I didn't mean that's your story.
No, it's all right. So anyways, we're playing, and pretty soon it got to the point where we were just enjoying sitting down watching them. So we just sat down and watched them for a while, and next thing you know, they started fighting over this girl. And they all came in together. And they started fighting over this girl.
Oh, man, that cracks me up when that...
And, dude, when they finally came to blows, there was one blow struck from each side. And it was like the final scene, when Rocky and Apollo hit each other.
Right.
Boom, boom. They both went down for the count, man. And she's like mad. She's crying. She's screaming. And next thing you know, they both kind of get their wits about them. And they're... I love you, man.
Oh, that's
You're my brother.
ain't that the way a lot of fights end, though?
Yeah, it was hysterical.
It is. I've been in those fights like that.
Yeah, for years and years. Paul and I was, I love you, man. But yeah, it was great. It was a good time. I can't remember how I got on that subject.
Oh, we just started talking about pool.
Oh yeah. I'd love to get a pool in the basement, but I don't know where the heck I'd put it. I'd have to move some of that exercise equipment away that I don't use.
Me and my friend Frank, I think he's the one that gave me the thing. He's passed away quite a while ago, Frank Stone. And I had a Camaro, 1976 Camaro. This was not a real pool table. It was like one of the wannabe pool tables. It was so heavy, we had to hold it on top of my car. It was in the middle of winter. We're both holding it with our hands because we're not that bright.
Yeah.
And so we take it to my house, and the only room I had, you only had like a foot and a half around it. So you have to, shoot English on everything. Yeah. And yeah, that's the big story about pool tables for me. I don't think I've owned one since.
Yeah, we had a pool table in the house when we were kids. We had a great big dining room, and I just saw me raise my arm up.
Did you?
Now
it's a little delayed.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, but it is. I know.
But we were kids, and man, we were like little pool hustlers. We go to the arcade and just crush people because we had a pool table at the house, and it was an 8-foot pool table, so we knew what we were doing.
Man, my cough is killing me. You get sick, it ain't because we kissed.
Yeah, thank God. Because the last time you got kind of grabby and stuff.
Oh man, I might have to go to the harder stuff here. The colder water. But yeah, so what other stuff can we talk about that gets people interested in this, Rick?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it like like I'm talking to women because I'm married.
Right.
And stuff,
there might be people asking questions like, I didn't look. You're on. We're telling your friends to join your video. Oh, that's from YouTube. Oh, Keith Krause said something. Nice cup. Yeah, it's this little representation for John Henry, and he's a big Superman Fox guy. And let's see here.
We got one person.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
We must not be too entertaining.
I don't know. We're killing it. Yeah.
Might be my coughing, Rick. Man.
I don't know. Yeah, they're afraid they're going to catch your leprosy or something.
That's all right. We're gonna entertain one person.
Yeah, we ain't got no damn reactions up there.
I'll put one. Let's see here.
Let's get the party started.
All right. They'll be in the feed now. Everybody be like, yeah, what?
Oh, okay.
Uh,
But other than that, I don't know. Yeah, they might catch it later. Yeah,
well, that's the thing. That's why you gotta. It's not like TV quite yet, you know.
right, yeah, and everyone's at church and you know,
Right.
doing what they're doing.
What's
so.
nice is I think the background's gonna be good, except for this one little spot over here is gonna be hard to get cleared up.
Yeah, when you move just right, that little eyeball on there, you know, from the one guy that's watching.
Well, somebody just liked something on there.
Yeah, it gets on your forehead, and it's
What
like
does?
you got a third eye. That eye.
Oh, the
up there.
eye up there.
Yeah.
Man, I still think you got more screen.
Oh, dude. A lot of man sitting here, man.
Yeah, I gotta like our colors. I'm wearing like a tealish blue, aqua blue, and you're wearing neon yellow.
Garbage man green.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I call it garbage man
You know,
green.
they do call it a green, but it looks yellow. Because I remember when I got Colt a jacket or something years ago when he first started coal mining, and I was kind of wondering what color it was going to get when he got it, because I don't know if it was a certain. They could only have certain colors of neon or something, but he wanted a certain one. I know, but it was that color.
Could he get like neon with stripper dust or?
like a little metallic.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fight with McGregor and them, you know, and the Cormier thing with the towel, I still got to see what happened on that, because they fought last night, I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, that, man.
Did you look it up?
No, I didn't, man. I'm kind of scared too, man, because I don't want to feel violated.
Yeah, I'm like, because, you know, it's people's comments, of course, that are like, what did he do now? So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be talking more and more about it, because they said something about it. It shouldn't have been okayed or whatever, but,
right.
you know, I like Cormier, though.
Yeah, I do
mean,
too.
he definitely don't come in the best shape of his life to fight, but
Well, you know, that maybe that is, you know, he might be one of those guys that just carries extra adipose tissue, you know.
right,
But I mean, you know, he's got stamina.
yeah, he done proved that.
I mean, he's not a
look at the
flashy
people he
fighter,
beat.
but you know, the flashy fighters are always the guys up top.
Right,
You know, and you know, he
like
likes
Sage Northcutt. What do you think about him? You know, he's been beat the last couple of fights now. You
Right.
know, let me fix this for you a little bit, Rick.
stop touching me.
But yeah, I mean, there's been a bunch of flash in the pan guys that come in. And,
Yeah, I mean, you know,
they're done.
the guys that get the most attention are the guys that do wicked stand up. You know, the guys that go on the ground, and you know, I mean, that ground fighting's, you know, that's rough.
Right,
It's rough to learn, you know.
sure
And Cormier's a wrestler, and you know,
it pays off.
yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it pays off. I mean, because I mean, he beats you up without laying hands on you. You know, he just beats you up like laying on you.
Right.
They making you manipulate his weight.
You know, that's like Josh Barnett. I don't know if you know who he is,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I love watching that guy fight just because he uses his body.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing. Your body's your weapon, you know, so you can say what you will about anything, you know. Believe me, I won a tournament a couple of years ago in Chicago. My one spotlight story of my life here. But, I mean, I used my body. I laid on the guy as much as I could.
Right.
You know, and the dude was big. He was taller than me and everything, you know.
Well, that's jujitsu. Be heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I used it, you know, and I did what Chet said to do, is lay in the ribs, side mount, you know, and I train under Chet Scalabor in Fort Wayne and did a good job. I need to get up to Fort Wayne. Rick's even been there with me. We need to get you over there, don't we?
Yeah, we need to get me rolling
Yeah,
first.
well, I need to, yeah.
I got a whole winter time full of flubber.
I mean, I'm in, like I said, man, my head's been out of it for the last year. But, yeah, Rick, me and you, right here, we're actually in the war room right now is where we're recording.
Yep.
And this is where we roll right here at my house.
Yep.
And,
We've only rolled, what, once at my house?
yeah, I think maybe once.
Yeah, and I've got
And that was more just like a lesson type deal, right?
I've got, you know, I've got a pretty nice facility, really, for a basement.
You got mine beat. You got mine beat, and that ain't no lie.
I just got to get to use it. Dale just wrestle around with his buddies a lot more than I have.
Does he?
Yeah. Well, none of my buddies want to wrestle. You know, we're all old and fat. You know?
Right. Get down there and
We're wrestling to get off the chair in the toilet, you know?
your sciatic nerves and everything start kicking in. Yeah. Like, I can't get back up now. I'm off work for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I drop into side control just to get off the toilet. You know?
Oh, man. So, what else, Rick? What else?
Dude, man, we got to go fishing, man. I'm going to get the registration to my boat tomorrow. I'm serious about it, man. I ain't been.
What's it cost for that license? $19 or something, right?
Oh, for the fishing license?
Yeah.
Yeah, for all you're going to do, yeah. I don't even think it's that much. I think it's like 12 something or 13 something.
Yeah, I need to get Blake out fishing in that, because I know he likes it. This is one thing and Colt like fishing too.
It's a lot harder to fish from the shore than it used to be, though.
Yeah, and that's what I always did.
Because all the shoreline everywhere is all bought up.
Right.
And I get that. I respect people's private property, but there should be more space set aside, since we're paying the DNR all this money for licensing and stuff like that.
Right.
I think they should have more space set aside.
Is there like a rule you can only get so close to the shore that's theirs?
Oh,
like you say, Bass Lake.
I don't know. I had heard things like you can walk the whole shoreline, but if I bought some land, I'd be pretty hostile, man.
Right. You're paying tax on it,
If you were fishing off my dock or, right next to it.
I mean, right out of Bass Lake, they're probably paying, what do you think, $5,000 a year? I mean, just for property.
I'm sure
out
it ain't
there,
cheap.
right? Yeah, for taxes.
Yeah.
And if I paid that much money, where I can pay local tax in Judson here is nowhere near that. I mean, it's not even a quarter of a tenth.
Yeah, because typical thing you do is you ask for permission to fish on somebody's property.
Right, just like hunting.
Yeah, just like
hunting.
They don't
do
like
they
don't at my house. Yeah. Yeah, that's something else too. Hunting, man. We love our hunting, but I think we love fishing more. But we're really. I'm not bragging. We're really unorthodox in our methods. As far as, we spend a lot of time out in the woods in the off season spreading our scent around, so our scent is familiar.
Right.
And that's contrary to what a lot of people do. A lot of people just stay out of the woods.
Right.
And then they wear all kinds of scent away, stuff like this.
Well, I never heard that before.
Well, when you become part of the environment, they're less apt to be alarmed.
Right.
Watch deer when they walk past your dogs. The dogs bark at them, they look at them, and they're like, whatever.
Right, not pay no attention.
Yeah, and, so you become part of the environment. Now, they will alert to the sight of us. They will alert to the sound of us.
Right.
But they will not alert to the smell of us. I've had them walk right underneath me many times when I know I probably stunk to a deer. But, we go out there, we cut wood, we work our trails. I've got trails you can drive down.
Really?
In my woods.
I've never been out there, I guess.
And, we've got a bunch of tree stands set up and stuff. And the only time we ever get popped is when they see us. It's never when they smell us.
Right. Yeah, because, I'm not a big hunter. I tell everybody, when it comes to this type of stuff, I'm from Mishawaka.
I'm from Mishawaka, and I go to 5-star.
Like nobody, when I was in school, that was kind of the joke, that everybody went to Crow's to get their we didn't go nowhere like that,
Right.
And so that's why I fall back, because I never fished or hunted or anything like that. I never really wanted to.
And a lot of these, like I've got people that I know that pretty much learned how to hunt from hunting shows. Well, those jackasses on the hunting shows, I'm saying that boldly and proudly.
Right.
They're hawking goods. They're hawking products.
And
that's what they're doing.
And that's a lot of stuff.
Deer don't care whether you're wearing Mossy Oak or Advantage or Real Tree or any of that crap. And like the scent away products that they hawk. Truth be told, the deer start to associate that with hunters because they smell it. Because that product does have an odor to it.
Right.
I mean, I can smell it. If I can smell it, I know the deer can smell it.
Right.
So. And their smell is way greater than ours.
So we're trying to save some people some money right now, huh?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, this is a PSA, man.
Yeah, there you go.
And public service announcement for those that don't know what a PSA.
I'm like, hang on, I'm trying to figure it out.
Don't be thinking no naughty act. Right?
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, .com, what is that?
So these guys are hawking goods. They're not trying to teach you how to hunt. I watch these guys take bad shots, where the guts are hanging out of the deer and it's running for 100 yards.
Oh, man.
And then they have to shoot it again. We shoot deer, they fall down.
Right.
But, and they teach, buck fever. These guys are all, I've taught Dale from the time he was a little kid, you better be thinking about ice cubes in the vital area. That's all you think about, And, and it works, because the kid's a deadly shot. But, this scent away, they learn to associate that with hunters, and so every time they smell that, they're alarmed.
Right.
Because every time they smell that, there's some idiot taking bad shots and pot shots at them, or they see some...
Right, because they associate that when getting shot at with that
Or they see a 250-pound green-clad monkey up in a tree.
Right, because aren't they colorblind? I mean, they can't really see color, can they?
There's new research on that says maybe not so much.
Oh, okay.
So some say they're colorblind, some say that they're not. I really don't know. To me, I'm glad I hunt my own land.
Right.
I'll wear orange out to the tree stand, but I'm not sitting up like a neon sign up in a damn tree. I'm sorry.
Right, but you have to wear orange, though, right?
Yeah, you have to wear orange at least while you're on the ground.
Yeah, I'm from Mishawaka. At least one item, right? Like a hat or a coat.
Yeah,
or
at least
something.
a hat, and it's got to be solid. Can't be camouflage. I don't know anybody that's so colorblind that they can't see blaze orange camouflage.
Right.
But hey, I don't make
Could
the
be
laws,
one out there, right?
But
I always wonder why you don't have to be all orange, but that's me. I'd be the guy.
I don't know. To me, man,
I'd be the guy buying all the products.
Right. Yeah.
I know where I stand on that.
It's great when we're walking out though, because I can see. Dale usually, he gets out a little bit faster than I can, and I can see him all the way through my woods. When you'd think there's not enough light to see anything, but that blaze orange, I mean,
You can see
it glows, man. It glows
Hey,
bigger.
that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
No reflecting or anything, huh?
Yeah, it just glows. It's really bright.
Yeah, I've never hunted. I fell out of a tree stand when I was a kid, and I think maybe that's why. I didn't even know. Man, I even pulled back the bow. Yuri Costello had this bow, one of my best friends growing up, and I didn't know you couldn't even let go of it. When you're a kid, first time, it's like anything else. I pulled it back. I let go of it just to let go of it. Didn't think, man, that string just whoosh.
Oh, nice.
I know he's mad. He could probably still be mad today. I don't know.
He's probably still looking for you, man.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. But yeah, and then I got up in a tree stand and I went to pull it back and I went to let go of it and there's a limb. Man, I about ripped my ear off, I thought. Fell down. I'm like, I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them experiences I didn't want to second that shot at. But yeah, and as far as shooting goes, I don't, I shoot bow now. I know more about it. I shoot recurve. I don't even have compound. Mm-hmm. But do you have bows too, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
you have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I've got a couple compound bows. One set up for fishing. I got a recurve set up for fishing, for carp fishing.
Yeah.
And I've never shot a damn thing with it.
I was wondering if you did, because I remember you telling me you were setting yours up when I got my bow.
I want to start over and set one up better, get like an actual reel,
That's made for it and everything?
Yeah. Like a Zebco reel. You remember like the ones that were on your kid fishing pole?
Yeah.
They got big ones.
Oh, you're talking about my fishing pole?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did I ever get that back to you?
I don't think so.
Oh.
You had me where I didn't want it back.
Yeah, I was ashamed to take the boat near anybody with your fishing tackle.
My pink worms and all.
Yeah, that was shameful.
I still prefer them, man. I do.
Really?
The open face reels, I never liked them.
Well, you got to actually use them.
I think that's what they're called, right? Yeah.
Or spinning reels.
I like the one where it's got the cover over it.
That's called spin cast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my type right there.
Yeah.
I know you don't see no real fishermen using them, but
not very often.
Hey, when did they come out with that technology, open reel? Do you even know?
Yeah, it's been out since before I was born.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I was wondering because when I was a kid, I tried to use a cane pole when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, that's fun, though.
Yeah, my dad threw it in St. Joe River. It's probably somewhere.
It's gone, man.
Yeah, it's probably I don't know where it goes.
It's part of the river sediment at this point.
He got mad we weren't catching no fish. I think me and Jim were kicking rocks and he got mad. It's one of life women moments,
Yeah, one of those things that makes you love being a dad, yeah.
Yeah, I learned a lot from that one.
Hey, man.
Now I don't go fishing.
Yeah, we're getting ladybugs. Hey, is anybody else talking to us?
We ain't got nobody on there now.
Damn, man, we scared everybody away. What the hell, man? Oh, well. But, how long we been on?
I don't even know.
Like 3 minutes, probably.
See, we're better off not even paying attention to that.
Yeah, probably.
Because the replay on everything's going to be more. Because see what happens, I don't know a lot about it, but I know a little bit. your live takes precedent. As long as you don't add links to it, it stays at top of your feed. Then you got to pay for it in order to have your feed. Now I just learned all that because, I throw a lot of stuff up. A lot of stuff up on there.
Well, because you've been coughing and stuff, so you might be throwing up even more later.
Here, let's put I can put my own heart up there though. Let's put a few from me on here. Or won't it let me? Oh, there they go.
Look at that.
Yeah, see there?
That's special?
Yeah. I know, I'm wondering, I haven't looked at the screen probably either.
That's the one emoji on there thing.
Which one?
I've used it a few times, the heart thing.
Yeah.
But I always... It just seems like something you should, like girls should put on pictures of puppies or something. I don't know. You know what? I use that one and that one most of the time. I run the gamut. I don't use the sad face very often either.
No. I wish they could. I actually wish they'd come up with better ones.
Because I'm not really that emotional.
No.
At least publicly.
Here, I keep turning towards the computer now.
Privately, I'm a basket case. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad we did this. What other subject can we talk about, Rick? I can break this up into segments even.
Oh, okay. Man, I should bring you some paper and shuffle it and stuff. And act like it could be was a Weekend Update? Remember Jane Curtin and Dan Aykroyd?
No, that's before my time, Rick.
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, dang. Way to date, yeah.
Because it's funny I talk to people and they're like, "You remember this show?" I don't think I do.
Well, you know what? You're ragging on me because I'm old, but
how old are you though? You're not that.
51.
Yeah, you're not. I'm 44. Right? You're not that much older than me.
Yeah, dude, you're middle aged, man. Get over it.
I know, man. I'm feeling like I'm beyond middle age.
Don't let go of the young man card, though, man. Don't do it, man. I'm telling you, don't do it. Then it's all hell and damnation, man. Then after that, man, because then now it's like I'm going out to breakfast at McDonald's, getting my senior coffee, and I'm gonna go ride around on a scooter at the casino.
So what are you gonna do when you retire?
If I retire?
Yeah, if you retire.
I'm going to fish.
If you want people to know what you do, I don't know.
I'm going to fish. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to garden. Do all the crap I like to do. Never have time to do. Read a bunch more. Yeah,
you read a lot. Rick's, we didn't get on politics.
No.
And we can. We will. You know what? Let's do that.
Okay. Now the feed's going to go.
Me and Rick are kind of like... black and white on a lot of subjects, especially when it comes to politics. I say white, I'm more black. I don't know, one or the other, however you want to look at it. Yin and yang. As far as the Trump thing goes, with I tell you what, I'm glad he's our president.
So am I.
I really, and that's really no joke, and I'm not saying that because I'm on a bandwagon of any kind. But I've been a Democrat my whole life. Right, Rick? I mean, you know that, right? And
yeah.
I think it's even on my Facebook profile.
But after conversations with him, I was like, man, you sound more like a Republican all the time.
Being where I want to be in life, I should be a Republican. Yeah. But he has done a really good job. I mean, other than the conspiracy bugging and Trumk Towers and all that.
That's proved out.
Yeah, they said something, but I think
that's actually proved out. He was right. See, the thing you got to understand about he and Conor McGregor are a lot alike in a lot of ways. They're both nasty counter punchers, and on top of that, they don't let on something unless they know. And like Trump, he doesn't say something.
Nah, he's pretty methodical. He really is.
Oh yeah,
yeah, by far. Yeah,
he's like a poorly spoken genius. I mean, the guy will throw bait out there, let all the little catfish grab a hold of it, and then it'll yank them in and fill up the basket. I mean, every time he says something, you watch. Everybody knee jerks. Oh, and they go.
Right. And how about the king from? Can't think of the country now, man. The guy was an awesome speaker the other day on TV. He was with Trump, King of Jordan.
Oh, King of Jordan, yeah.
Man, that dude, awesome speaker. He even thanked American people.
Right.
I got a lot of respect for him. And
that's
when somebody like that steps forward,
over there,
and for him to think that much of Trump for what he's doing too, that means people outside the United States are starting to really see.
And you know, this guy, I mean, he's so calculated. I mean, you think, and that's the other, parallel between him and McGregor. Everybody underestimates him until they get their asses handed to them.
Right. I like being the underdog too, don't you?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I kind of
feel you walk up to me thinking I'm just some dumb fat rube.
Right.
When I'm wearing your ass like a house slipper. But everybody underestimates him, and then he comes out on top every single time.
Right.
And he sticks to his guns. He doesn't back off. Now, as far as the bombing of Syria,
your opinion.
My opinion. I have two opinions. One, their civil war is not my fight.
Right, and he said that from the get-go.
That's really not our fight.
He has said that.
That's stated. Assad needed his teeth knocked out. I mean, it's just simple as that. I'm not 100% convinced we were the ones to do it, but on the plus side of that for Trump is it got him a lot of respect from people that didn't normally respect him. And the way Obama handled
and we know
foreign policy over the last 8 years was atrocious.
Right. Now we're getting to see that.
And
I mean,
yeah,
we really
now
are.
people are like, oh, I guess we better not mess with him. I know that crazy fat kid in North Korea. That kid's crapping in his drawers right now because now he's talking nukes and all kinds of. Rattle your saber until we break it off in your butt. Because I mean, the kid's been testing nukes all this time, and he's never been able to get any kind of range out of his missiles at all. As close to range as he's getting, he's going to hurt his country as much as he's going to hurt anybody else.
And people like that don't care.
And
if they're willing to do that to their own people, like we're talking about, it's a scary thought. Like Trump said, he said in front of the King of Jordan. I'll go back to that because I watched quite a bit of that the other day, and it really does put in perspective. The world is in bad shape. I mean, it really is.
And a lot of that's due to the lack of leadership from the United States.
Right, and
the last 8 years has been pathetic. I mean, I'm not a George W. Bush fan, but compare Bush to Obama, Bush was a much better leader.
I'll tell you what, since he's been out of office, I respect
you appreciate him more.
You see that book that he did for the veterans and everything?
Yeah, I mean,
the sketchbook and all that?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, Bush loved the country. His leanings and all that, I'm not a fan of. But I mean, there's no doubt that he loved the country, probably more so than his father did.
Right, and I still don't think he's sleeping good at night.
No, he probably isn't.
And he said that, and I'm like, you could see the sincerity in him. So
well, but the problem with I believe with Bush is he listened to too many other people, as far as helping him set policy, whereas he was listening to the wrong people. Maybe I think Trump has appointed a very strong cabinet, whether you like them or not.
Right.
They're very strong people. I mean, Obama was appointing friends and lackeys, and fellow Marxists, fellow travelers, and that's just a
right.
That's just a bad mix. This is
he
not
probably
a
had more.
country.
He had more yes people, that was carrying his banner for him. Yeah,
right.
Where I think Trump would, he's hiring the best of what they do. Like it's a table of your business. It doesn't take that smart of a person to have a business that's going to make you millions. It's who you hire to make you that money.
Right. And on top of that, I don't care if it is a billionaire club, because I never got a job from a poor dude, not once. Not
Very
once.
good point.
And I don't believe I do anything that anybody else has earned, nor am I due any of the profits that somebody made by risking their capital. I mean, that's their property.
Right.
And, what I earned is what I earned. And if I agree that I'm working for this much money, well, that's what I agreed on. I don't deserve any more. I get what I agreed on.
Right.
Which leads me to these morons wanting, $15 an hour to do entry-level work.
Right, like McDonald's $14 or something.
I'm like, man,
you're talking about that girl coughing or something at McDonald's.
Oh,
something?
yeah. I went to. What can I do for you, honey? Nothing.
Right, nothing wrong with McDonald's because we need people to work at McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, the people that work at McDonald's need to realize that it's entry-level work, and if that's what you've chosen as your life career path,
Right.
unless you're going into management, which is fully respectable.
And you hope they all think that way. Yeah.
Management of any type is you're doing more than just entry-level work.
Right.
And it says live video interrupted.
Oh, no way. It should resume shortly. Did it just stop?
I have no idea, dude. I just caught it out of
I wonder if it hasn't